The Dakar always takes its toll on the machines, but not only, as the tyres are also subject to intense conditions. Technological progress has helped out the contestants over the years, but the Dakar remains as difficult as ever. Besides falling, the greatest fear of a motorbike rider on the Dakar is a flat tyre. An inevitable incident when travelling 150 km an hour on rocky roads around northern Africa. And even if the introduction of anti-puncture tyres, also called bib-mousse, has solved most problems, the most important is to avoid a puncture early on. That generally leads to bigger problems. My tyre just burst, well, the bib-mousse, as there's no air chamber on these tyres. It popped out and blocked my rear wheel. So I've been driving on the rim for the last 150 kilometers, and I've still got 450 to go. So I'm going to run the whole of today's stage on the rim. Not the best way to be at top speed, but most of all on a motorbike. If the tyre fails to compress the spokes inside the rim, the latter tends to loosen up and ultimately falls off. I won't be able to make it. The spokes have loosened up and I'm losing them. I doubt I'll be able to reach the bivouac tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll stop every 10 kilometers or so to check it out. If all goes well, I'll get to the bivouac during the night. Fortunately for this unlucky biker, this wasn't his first Dakar, and he was familiar with the African D system. In other words, always make the most of what nature, or destiny, throws your way. Talk about a bad day, I took more than 6 hours to complete this special stage. I was travelling at 50 kilometers an hour on the rim. At one point I had to stop and walked all the way to the village, where a miracle happened. I found a 125cc CG against a wall without an engine. It's a bike postmen use in France. It was a wreck. I bargained with the villager and paid 1,000 francs for it. I retrieved the rear wheel, which took me 2 hours, got rid of mine and replaced it with a new one. I managed to get here in 4 hours. Of course I suffered a 2-hour penalty, but the most important is that I'm here and I can carry on. Another proof that on the Dakar, patience, luck and the D system are essential ingredients for survival.